Ronnie Rascal. Say good morning to my buddy. What's happening, bro?
Hey, good morning, man.
You're looking very bright today, huh? Is it the sun or you had a tan?
The brightness is the surprise look. That's what it is.
Oh, surprise!
When you're surprised, you have this.
What are you surprised about, man? You won the lotto this morning?
Huh?
You won the lotto this morning. What are you surprised about?
Meeting these wonderful, beautiful.
Oh, you walk into the studio and you met two lovely ladies in the studio and you were surprised.
That's what it is.
Okay, so let's find out who these.
That's what the brightness is.
Let's find out who these two lovely ladies are.
Right.
Good morning.
So good morning to you guys out there listening to The Edge. Welcome to another edition. My name is Clement Monarch, and today we're going to be talking briefly with two of the contestants for the Miss St. Kitts Nevis Queen Pageant. First, we're going to go to one young lady over here. She's going to tell us who she is. And you can go ahead.
All right. So, good morning to all the listeners in the beautiful Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. My name is Jatambian Kelly, and I'm your contestant number 1 in this year's Miss St. Kitts and Nevis Queen Pageant.
So you're opening the batting.
Yes, I am.
And I know you love cricket. So,
I do.
You know what I mean? And over to you, my dear.
Hello, everyone. I am your dazzling darling, Danica Dickinson, contestant number 3.
All right. So you guys have been working, as I know, from probably around August of this year. Give me some insight as to your preparation, what it has been like, challenges or successes, anything of that nature.
Okay. All right. So, would you like to start, or would you like me to start? Okay. So this has been a very interesting journey. The journey is not finished yet, but so far it's had its ups and downs, and I think that I'm finally starting to see the beauty of it all. Towards the beginning, I felt like, well, first things first, starting to exercise and really starting to capitalize on having a healthy lifestyle and all of these things was very difficult for me, actually. I typically joke that KFC is St. Kitts' unofficial national dish. And I truly believe that, and coming in now and having to really focus on your macronutrients, your micronutrients, getting in your cardio, starting to weight lift, and all of that has been difficult. Not even to mention the modeling and interviews and all of that, but I'm really starting to enjoy the process, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing the end result.
Wonderful. Danica?
So I can agree with Jutambian. It has been a bit of a challenge. When I first joined, I actually thought it would have been easy. However, I've learned that it takes a lot to balance work-life, studying, as I'm studying for ACCA, and then preparations. Additionally, I'm a very shy girl, so it took a lot of effort for me to come out of my comfort zone. However, I've been practicing meditation and positive affirmations, which help with my mental health.
So overall, this journey has been fruitful, though challenging.
Yes.
Okay. And now I know each of you, the contestants, have chosen a platform.
Yes.
So Danica, we'll let you start to tell us a little bit about your platform and how impactful it is for the folks out there who are listening, who have challenges in that area.
Okay. Well, my platform is gender equity in the workplace. It first stems from gender equality. I am very passionate about fair treatment for men and women. However, it is too broad for a platform. So I chose to zone in on the workplace because we spend a lot of time in work and it is our livelihood. It plays a big impact in our lives. And so there are a lot of unconscious bias and stereotypes where women are cast aside for jobs such as construction, and then men, they do not have much space, much leadership roles in places like finance. And so I want to use my platform to empower others to take on the roles, to challenge stereotypes and break barriers. We can do anything we want, and gender should not be a challenge or a limit to becoming great or to doing what we want to do in our lives.
All right, thank you.
That's
Wonderful.
that's
Jatambian, what about your platform?
All right, so first I would like to say that I had a lot of trouble reeling in all of my passions to come up with one particular platform. But then I decided to do something that's can be taken in a broader scope, but then hone it down to one particular part of society, which I feel is a bit more marginalized. So my platform is the acronym RISE, and I think that it's very nice that it played out into be such a beautiful word. But the 4 pillars of it is resilience, individuality, strength, and empowerment. So through my own personal experience, I have realized that being comfortable in who you are and carrying yourself with grace and, having that level of resilience to go through your life is really the only way that you can ever feel fulfilled in your life. So I believe that that level of authenticity should be celebrated. So through my sister's struggle becoming disabled, and through my work with the persons at the St. Kitts Nevis Association for Persons with Disabilities, I decided to hone it in more to persons that have disabilities. So I think that they have certain things that they are able to offer to society that I feel like is often pushed under the rug. They are only looked at for their disability and not who they are as people, and not for the resilience that it took to overcome, or the mental strength or physical strength that they may have. And I believe that through RISE, I would be able to bridge the gap between the general population and persons who are disabled, so that we can create a space that is much more inclusive, that we can see everybody's contribution to society, whether in the workplace or in culture or in just general day-to-day society, so that we as people can see disability as just one facet of human diversity. And I think that diversity is beautiful.
Okay. And this question, I don't know, maybe it's in the wrong place, but I'll still ask it. What made you decide to enter the Miss St. Kitts Nevis Queen pageant?
Okay, so considering that your eyes are over here, I'll assume that you want me to start.
Yes.
So actually, I always say it, and it's not to say that I'm not appreciative of the journey, but I think it's very important to state where it all started. And originally I had no intention of going in for the pageant. It was something that came to me in passing, and for a couple of months people would mention it to me, but I just could not make up my mind to do it. But then the chair, which is Jason Amory, we worked together at Clean Right, and he called me on a Monday morning and he was like, "How do you feel about going in for Miss St. Kitts?" And I was like, I don't know. He was like, "Great, see you at 5. And people were waiting, so I went, and I really enjoyed the panel that was there, and I felt like it really gave me a chance to express myself freely. And going back to the expressing, I think what really made me make up my mind is that this very same platform, having the ability to say the things that I care about to the audience that are people that come from all different walks of life. I think just having that ability to make that change, or just having that opportunity, as well as gaining skills such as discipline and honing in on healthy lifestyles, I think just that whole general package made me say, okay, this is a journey I'm willing to partake in.
Wonderful. Danica, what about you?
Well, firstly, I would say the platform because I believe that gender equity in the workplace is a very important thing that we need to know about. So given the opportunity to raise awareness about it really encouraged me to join the pageant. Additionally, I want to empower others to join me in raising awareness and moving towards gender equity in the workplace. Additionally, I am a performer, I'm a dancer, and so I thought it would be a great mix to just portray what I want to say.
Wonderful. All right, so we're going to do your final questions. No more stressing. This is not a difficult question. And I've seen, of course, part of the journey with you guys, because I've been around this weekend on Sunday. So for Sunday the 17th of November, for folks who are actually listening, you can join us on our stream at the Sugar Mass Awards. You guys will be sashed. Yes. So at that point, you'll know exactly who your sponsors are as well. So I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to for your final words on the edge today.
Okay. So for my final words, just tying in a bit more to the fact that we're about to be sashed, I think that this moment really shows that we're getting closer to the pageant.
Absolutely.
And that is both amazing and yet absolutely terrifying. But, you know, regardless of whoever the sponsor may be, or regardless of however the journey may end, I think that just having this opportunity has been something that is life-changing. And anybody who is able to go on this journey next year or in the years to come, I think that they should definitely take the opportunity. And I hope to empower not only the community that I'm speaking about in my platform, but also just the general public on a whole, and make a difference in the Federation.
Thank you. Danica?
Okay. I would like to say that I'm really grateful for this opportunity, because this journey has impacted my life. It has made me more confident, better at expressing myself, and taught me that I am truly resilient. And so I'm excited. I'll see you on the 8th and 19th of December.
All right. So, yes, that's what I was just about to say. On the 8th of November, the 8th of December, that is, there's this swimwear pullout from the formal show. Yes. And then on the 19th, so there's 2 appearances in swimwear. And on the 19th of December, then we'll have the grand coronation at the Carnival Village as well. Both events are going to be held at the Carnival Village as we know it. We're doing some repairs now. Again, I want to thank you very much for coming here to ZIZ, and I want to say special thanks to your coach as well, Miss Dion. Yes. Who has done a wonderful job. Absolutely. And I can tell based on our interview today. So thank you very much for joining us here on ZIZ, the premium carnival station, of course. And we're going to take a little break, Rascal, and we're going to come right back with the edge.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ZIZ Radio, entertaining the nation, enjoyed by the world. 'Tis the season to be merry with ZIZ Radio and Television Broadcasting Network. And what a better way to make your business stand out than by spreading holiday cheer to your potential customers with our spectacular Christmas package designed to help your business shine during this festive season. We'll tailor our advertising solutions to match your unique business needs. Whether you're a cozy local shop, a trendy online store, or a bustling service provider, we've got something special for you. Plus, our packages are incredibly cost-effective, allowing you to get the most value for your marketing budget. But that's not all. When you choose our Christmas packages, you get ear-catching radio and eye-catching television spots that will keep your business on everyone's mind. Social media campaigns that will keep your followers engaged and excited. So what are you waiting for? This Christmas, make your business the star of the show and give your customers a reason to celebrate. Call us us at 465-2621, 465-2622, or visit our sales and marketing department to learn more about our Christmas packages. Together, let's make this holiday season truly magical for your business. Merry Christmas and happy business to you.
The long-awaited one-on-one with Dr. R. Springett is here. Join Dr. R. Springett for a night of praise and worship with a question and answer segment at the Kuna Conference Center on Tuesday, 19th November from 6:30 to 8:30 in the evening. Category for questions: entrepreneurship, starting a business, church understanding, opportunities in Canada, leadership, and book writing. Come with your questions or forward them to docspringett@gmail.com. All are invited. Refreshments will be served and there is no admission fee. Come, join Dr. R. Springett and the Faith Tabernacle Church of God Glorious Band and Praise Team for a night of praise and worship with the questions and answers segment at Kuna Conference Center, Tuesday, 19th November from 6:30 to 8:30 in the evening.
The MVI Connect is showing its appreciation for your support by offering its Christmas special discount price starting now. Sedans and regular SUVs can now make the crossing between our Twin Islands for only EC $200 round trip. Discounts available on other types of personal vehicles as well. At this price, there's no need to think about it. Just roll on, roll off, and go have fun. A new schedule takes effect from 1st November, so visit them at www.iconnectskn.com and iConnectSKN on Facebook, or call them at 662-6818 for up-to-date schedule and pricing information. MVI Connect, bridging the crossing.
It has been 2 years since Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew led his team to victory at the polls and assumed the reins of government. He and his team came to office on the promise of restoring our nation to its glory days, when good governance assured every citizen and resident was guaranteed economic stability and employment, quality health care and education, modern housing, and visionary social protections. But where are they now, and how do they measure up in delivering on the promises made to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis? Join me, Ebony Brandon, on ZIZ Television each Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. with a rebroadcast on Fridays at 8 p.m. for the limited episode series, The Nine, an era of transformation, as together we explore how the Dr. Terence Drew-led government has followed through on their commitment to transforming the nation into the world's first sustainable island state.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other, The Edge, with host Stephen Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
And the time in the studios of ZIZ Radio, just about 30 minutes down after the hour of 11 o'clock. And just a gentle reminder coming from Courts. Courts would like to remind you that Black Friday starts now. For 2 days only, Friday, November 15th and Saturday, 16th November, you can get 45% off with credits and 30% off with cash purchases on selected furnitures. Hurry in, these days will not last for too long. Courts, bringing value home. Okay, so we are back into The Edge, and there we just had a wonderful interview there with two lovely ladies who are going to be participating for the Queen pageant here in St. Kitts and Nevis for our carnival period. And so we just met two lovely ladies with wonderful, what should I say, man, vocabulary. Am I correct with that one? Am I correct with that one?
Yes, they're very articulate.
Yes.
Very articulate.
And I like that. I like when you can handle yourself and not, muttering and smuttering and smothering. And so we did have a topic that we spoke about yesterday that we decided we would cover today.
Yeah, we're talking about customer service.
Customer service.
As I said, I mean,
yes.
our plant in St. Kitts, one of our major economic plants, is the tourism industry.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want us to just restrict customer service to our visitors. Customer service should be, you know what? Customer service should be
Natural.
I mean, natural. It should spread all over. It doesn't matter who the person is. I don't know if folks have seen a lot of the Daman videos on Facebook where they showcase a lot of this stuff. Some people go, some business owners go undercover to see exactly how they will be treated at their business institutions by employees. And a lot of times what happens is, so somebody comes in dressed rugged or whatever it is, and you don't know who it is, but you just say, no, this person is not welcome in my place or whatever it is. And what happens is they later find out that, so this person is the owner or whatever it is, and they're like, well, I didn't know who you were. I didn't know that was you. And to me, that just defeats the purpose, because what you're doing then is, you're picking and choosing who to help or who not to help as it relates to, customer service or anything for that matter. And so I really think that that's something that we need to work on here in St. Kitts Nevis and in the Caribbean in general, our customer service skills. I know a lot of people, they work in institutions, and they say, well, it's not my business. Well, it is your business, because if the business is not successful, then what happens? You lose your job because the business is gonna go under. So there's a spiral to bad customer service, and that spiral is not upwards, it's downwards. And as I say, I'm sure people have lots of experiences as it relates to customer service. So yes, if you do, just give us a call at 465-2555. For folks in the diaspora, 718-577-2916. And you can join us live on the air to discuss this topic. We got about 20 minutes to do that. While we wait, we got a call?
We've got a caller, yes.
All right, so we'll take that call.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The two ladies who I had there, like one of them said she have a sister disabled.
Yes.
What is her name?
Say that. Which one?
The name of the disabled or the name of
the girl, the lady, the sister.
Jutambian Kelly.
Where is she name?
Jutambian Kelly.
Jutambian Kelly?
Yes.
Thank you. My sister name. My sister name.
I don't know her sister.
Don't know. She didn't give us a name.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, all right.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so yes, customer service, something that all of us is very privy about and demand. As a matter of fact, we should get good customer service, right?
Yeah. And I think a lot of people think that, good customer service only comes from maybe the retail industry or the tourism industry
or the restaurant industry.
Yeah.
I think that's where the most folks look forward to getting that.
Correct.
But it should be across the board for all businesses. Across the board. All businesses.
Listen, it includes you getting stopped by the police on the road because you're speeding. Mm-hmm. And the officer,
especially if you're speeding by yourself,
the officer should be no, I think the officer should be courteous. And use their customer service skills as well in order to ensure that stuff does not escalate. Because what happens, and especially in situations, maybe it's a hotel, you're in the lobby, you're having an issue because seems as if you're not getting through to the person at the front desk or the server in the restaurant or whatever it is. And instead of ensuring that the matter doesn't escalate, you have people who basically escalating the matter by egging it on, without providing a solution. My thing is, if a customer says, hey, listen, I have an issue, I mean, the first thing is not necessarily to say, well, me know what you're talking about. You know what I mean?
Yes.
No, your first thing is to apologize and, then ask, how can I assist? Once the person explains what the issue is. But for some reason, it seems as if that, we love to see things escalate.
And you can always be the bigger person too, because sometimes I think it is like you come off as if you got this kind of thing like, oh, me bending to you or stooping to you or something like that. You can choose to be the bigger person. And if somebody come off a little bit rough, you can tame them down by saying, excuse me, sir, would you listen to what I'm trying to explain to you? Something of that sort, instead of being the backlash and the fireback and the aggression.
Yeah, I know. I mean, some people, there's really no need to, as I said, elevate a situation.
One of the worst customer service that I have encountered, and I've seen it a lot, across the Caribbean, is immigration and customs. And I always say, why is it that the first person you meet in a country, I'm visiting your island, and the first person I met is obnoxious? What a bad taste in my mouth. You know that kind of way?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
That's something I always say. Look, you can do your job and you can look for whatever you're looking for, and you can judge whatever you want to judge in a very casual and what should I say, friendly manner,
Yes, so I have a message here. Someone says they were recently in the Federation, and their customer service that they got sucks, both retail and in the government service as well. We've heard lots of stories about that.
Heard that a lot, yeah.
Some people are either on their phone or talking with friends while you're standing there waiting to be served.
Yep.
Yes, and I see that all the time.
Or cannot help.
Yeah.
Why are you working here if you can't help?
It really it really sucks as well. And you made a very important point. The first point of contact, traveling into any country, it's the immigration and customs. And I don't know. There's really no need. Even if there is an issue, there's no need for you to actually be rude to anybody about it or whatever it is. I'm sure there's a way to fix every single issue. Now, you may not be the one who can fix it, but I'm sure the patron, the customer, the traveler, whatever it is, will be very grateful for you. Be very grateful for you if you're able to say, listen, I cannot resolve this problem, but I can sure find you someone who can assist you with it. So there's many ways to de-escalate anything that's going on when it comes to customer service, regardless of whether it's government, retail, or whatever it is.
Yes, we have a caller. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
How are we doing?
Doing fine.
Okay, praise the Lord. What I find is that persons let their emotions take control of their professionalism. And when I say that, if someone has a personal issue with whosoever the customer or the client is, instead of concentrating on doing their work and doing it professionally, they then lean towards their emotions because, or they don't talk to so-and-so. Or, for example, I might be running a business, or I might be working for a company, and Rascal and I don't get along. And so instead of concentrating on the job at hand, I let my emotions take control. And so because Rascal and I don't get along, I I failed to give Rascal the service that he deserves, you know, and
Yes.
it's a very sad thing, but I think you know, we need to really try to work on that. I don't know if there could be courses, or you know, I don't know what can be done, but that's one of the main reasons why, especially our own, we get the worst treatment from our own, and then
Hello?
Okay. Not sure what happened, but it
I
seems.
think we lost a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, that is something that I always looked at. I remember when I was living in Antigua, there was a lady from St. Kitts. She used to sell outside of the club that I used to play at, Tropics nightclub. She used to sell a little tray. You know, she had the mangoes and the fruits and the mints and the chewing gums and the, you know, different things. And I would look at her, how she conduct herself, especially when the tourist people would come. The locals, she will got the little regular local banter with them, you know. Nah, you know, you ain't gonna pay me less for me mango. You know, the usual, right? But when she see the tourists coming, her demeanor changes, her custom, her English changes. you know, and I always used to look at it and say, it's she would get them to buy things that they would normally probably wouldn't buy, you know. But just because of her friendliness, she congratulate them on the outfit they're wearing. She congratulate, if it's a man and a woman, how they look lovely together, how long you all married. And I used to say, you know, she got it, but she know the trick. She knew how to sell. She trick.
Yeah, no,
You know?
it's crazy.
Because she was Kitisha, I always used to hang out when it's not my turn to play as yet. I would hang out outside by her and kind of get, you know, the little jokes and stuff from her, and we talk about
I mean,
that's something that,
and it happens constantly. So I
don't know
went
if
to
you could train somebody in a classroom about that.
Yeah,
this has to come from you knowing and understand.
Correct. And you have to be willing as well too, because I think what a lot of people do is, and hey, maybe it's because of the economy, people don't have jobs, so I mean, you know, they take a job that they're not comfortable with because they don't know how to deal with people, and instead of saying, you know, hey, listen, I'm gonna make this work.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make this happen. It really doesn't happen. I mean, I'll give you an example. On Sunday, I went to a supermarket, and whatever the item was, I'm not gonna say because people will probably figure out which supermarket it was. And so there's a line of people buying stuff, and I'm looking to get something in a particular area. So there's actually three people who is working behind the counter, and one of them happened to pass by where I was, and I asked, is anyone working in this area? And she said no, and just walked away. You know. And sometimes I don't even know. What I did is, you know what, I'm like, I'm not gonna cause a scene, I'm not gonna even fight or argue or whatever it is. I'm just gonna go somewhere else and spend my money.
Yeah.
And until some of these businesses, because listen, yes, I agree that, I mean, you know, when you hire someone, you expect them to be at a certain standard, but some people are not at that standard when they're hired, and so it requires training.
Yeah.
Recurring training. I mean, you know, hey, I worked in the US, in the Philippines, and in Argentina, developing customer service centers where, I mean, and we had to train people. There was always constant training, updates, all of that good stuff.
I know.
Because you don't want to say, "Oh, I'm training you at the beginning of the of your employment," and then all of a sudden you just leave that person
hold the line, please.
alone. So we're gonna take this call right now. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Customer service here, we really need to work on that here. Really, 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 really need to work on it. There's a particular institution in town I normally would go in and do business. The person and I used to say a good hi and hello for years. And how is your daughter and stuff like that. But I realized after that time I started getting a nasty attitude. Nasty. So I keep going, and after going, you feel uneasy because, you know, you're going to purchase something and then you're getting this sour face and this attitude. Anyway, one day now I simply say, I'm not a confusion person. One day I simply said to the person, well, why are you acting like this every time I come? Remember, if I don't come and spend my money, or customers don't spend the money, you don't have a job. She said, you're damn forward.
Wow.
Straightly, and this is the oldest person in the institution, the longest working person there. Right. And she is the oldest there. And imagine, I didn't, you know, some other person would have go to the boss, but I just left her. I said, Lord, forgive her. She don't know what she's doing. Yeah. But it's not good. It was terrible. But we need to work on it. We really need to work on it.
That's a fact.
Have a wonderful day.
I agree. Thank you very much.
And you see, that's the trouble too. A lot of the people who would give you that attitude is not the owner. They don't care. At the end of the week or the month, they put out their hand and they want the salary, whether you're selling or you ain't selling. Correct. And that is where the problem is. We go back to the phone lines. Good morning, The Edge. Hello? Okay, we're not getting that one. Let's see. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning, sir.
The number one place one gets post service in this country is from a government department that is the only government department that conducts its business on the sidewalk. We are speaking about the passport service. Mm-hmm. Government headquarters has existed for my entire lifetime, and I am not a young person. It's been in existence over 50 years. And for over 50 years, persons wanting to conduct business at the passport office must stand on the sidewalk. When it rains, they must seek permission from the officer to seek shelter in the building. They're not allowed to sit on the wall because it is, you know, against protocol. So an elderly person is forced to lean up against the wall. People standing behind you can hear what you're trying to say. They're behind a tinted glass. And it is astonishing that no one thinks that conducting business on the sidewalk for such an important matter is not acceptable. It wasn't in 1960, 70, 80, 90, 2000, and definitely not in 2024. With leadership like that, come on high, should we be surprised when we get poor service in other aspects of government and in the private sector? I leave you to answer the question. Have a wonderful, productive, hard-working day, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. I definitely recognize that voice. A very good friend of mine. I haven't heard the voice in a while. So, thank you very much for that. You know what? Listen, he spoke about the passport office. You know, one of the things for me is where you get your birth certificate as well. has been there forever.
Oh yeah. That is a fact. A matter of fact, if you want a birth certificate now and they tell you that it's still the same spot, you mostly you're like, really? I remember when I get out there in 1970, 1960, 1930. I mean, and there's no changes, but something is. I strongly believe what he said is right.
And you know, it's funny. This. I mean, I actually saw it. I think it was on Monday.
Yeah, and there's a lot of
where they were like,
whole line. Let's go back to the phone lines quickly. Overseas call. Good morning. Hello. Okay, I think this person does not have the patience to hold, and so we go back to the phone lines. Good morning.
Are we there yet? No?
No, we're not.
Okay.
Let's try this again. Good morning, The Edge?
Yeah, good morning.
Okay.
Good morning. I'm calling from overseas. Nice topic.
Yes.
Not the mega mix today. However, some people might not agree, but do you also know they have internal? It's not only external customer service. You know, you do have internal.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes you go to your job You go work and you ain't getting on. They don't even say good morning. They bring something on your desk. They just put it down. Mr. You grumble it off. So we do have internal customer service.
Yes.
I don't know if you term this. When I'm running late for work, I always call my boss, my supervisor, let them know I'm awaiting the train. So by the time I get here, at least, you give them a heads up. So they are varying different customer service. We always tend to think, when you're going to business, or you go to the airport. But we do have internal customer service. So that's my piece. And good to see you doing something different, apart from the measurement. It's good.
Very good point.
I know. I think, listen, I was forced to do it.
That's not true. That is not true.
But no, the point that she makes is very important. Internal customer service, because that also determines how successful your business will be. If you have employees, irritating each other for whatever reason, then you're not gonna. The out front product is not gonna be as good.
Follows from the back.
Somebody's not gonna be happy.
Follows from the back. We got a next call online. Let's see. Okay, yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, Mommy Sylvie.
Good morning, who?
Mommy.
That's the same. If you're going to address, then people have no manners and no respect. You listen to a pageant.
And you see how much respect I give? I give you Mommy.
Yes, please. Yes, ma'am. Yes, miss. I got children, people who are just calling me, say, some of them I just don't want to answer them. But to me, it's poor manners. That's how I see it.
Yes.
And they take that same attitude to their job, to school, everywhere.
No, look at the regulars, everybody. Look, I studied in Jamaica. To me, they got the most manners in the world,
Yeah?
Yes. The ordinary one, you go on the bus, get up and give mother the seat. They give you the seat, And when you mother your daughter, respect. When you're old and they go to the way.
Yeah, we are losing that strongly right
even
now.
On campus, they're answering yes sir. I said, well, I thought that on campus they answering the lecturer on them, yes sir, yes ma'am. But you see, it starts from small. Guy needs to, everybody's auntie and mother.
Yeah.
It's like nobody care all the way. Oh, monarch. You know what I mean?
Because the mothers and the fathers are allowing that too. The kids are calling them by the name. They don't say daddy and son no more.
You understand? So that's where it starts. We don't train them. So even in school, Mary. Teachers, you might know them at home, but when they reach school,
Yeah.
But we don't teach which one manners. They have none. Even, look, you see what they call the higglers in Jamaica. They say, look, I should go to half a tree. From the time you stand up by the stall, yes, mother, yes, darling, what can I get you? And if you want shoes, they're taking off your shoe, They're trying on. And if they don't have what you have, wait here, darling. And they go and get another person selling. We don't do that.
No, you're right, and I don't want people to think that we're trying to take them back to an era that they probably don't like or whatever it is. But it's a matter of just being courteous.
Yeah,
it's a matter of being respectful.
Look, something about doggy. I tell my co-workers, my workers, when you reach in here, you hear me? I don't want to tell them about Tim and Timothy and doggy.
So they bring that politics to the job.
And what I would say, we need to teach some sort of respect. People must say all the time, those countries we're talking about, they're more advanced than us. Barbados, they make way for you. They're selling. They go to the way to be nice.
Yes.
Easier, they got some places saying they're like half pen. Don't touch the things, them. Even down the market. Don't touch me things. I mean, even celebration. Oh, what you want? You know what I mean?
Yes.
They're most unfriendly, but I'll give you something I heard Mr. Brantley was saying. So he went into a government office one day, and the person on the phone, talking, looked up and continued. He said the evening he went to Four Seasons. He said, "For me, tell you open the door. Can I help you, sir?" He said the same person. When they're reaching in the hotels, well, you can't cut nothing in Four Seasons.
Yeah.
He wanted away. What is the transformation? And some of them may be white. Because I have been down Port Zante to meet people. And even some taxmen walk past black tourists,
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Sylvian, thanks for the call, though. We're running up against the midday news. So we appreciate it. I know we only had about maybe a half an hour of the show today because of the interviews with the contestants. So maybe this is something that will, we can continue tomorrow if we get the opportunity as well.
Yes, it's a very good topic, and I've been getting some WhatsApp myself from folks who have experienced some of those same situations with cashiers and stuff, pulling monies out of their hands and things like that. So we're going to make that break and get into our midday newscast and close down for today another session of The Edge.